For the first time since 2014, Formula One flies into the Kingdom of Bahrain this week for pre-season testing. You can now watch full 24-minute episodes of The Inside Line at our new home on unbeaten.com. Formula One returns to the Middle East this week, with Bahrain's imposing desert track hosting pre-season testing for the first time since 2014, at the dawn of the sport's hybrid era. And every minute will count, with F1's pre-season compacted to just 3 days in 2021, down from 6 last year. And the teams have not held back in explaining what it's going to be like.
Well, it's going to be frantic. 3 days are effectively quite short compared to a previous season. Now, as I said before, the car carries over a lot of components, so let's say theoretically the risk to have a bad surprise is reduced.
The changes to the cars, though, are not insignificant. To go easier on the new tires with their stronger construction, downforce was cut by 10%, forcing changes to the floor, diffuser and brake ducts, with a minimum weight increase to 749 kilograms. While other elements, like the chassis, were frozen, making McLaren's job unique among its rivals this year to install a new Mercedes power unit, a complex puzzle.
The difficulties or challenges, let's say, in installing a Mercedes power unit. The things I've said, you know, the COVID situation, the working from home, the regulation changes. We also had cars homologated, which meant that it was quite a different way of installing an engine because we had to try and stay true to last year's car.
For the drivers, especially rookies and those changing teams, it's a tough ask, with 3 days needing to be shared, meaning for most, just 1.5 days to get up to speed before the first race.
Well, definitely 1.5 days are not a lot. It's not easy, but you know, it's the same for everybody else. So we'll have to work with what we get, and that's unfortunately only 1.5 days. And I'm sure we'll make the best out of it.
To get around the regulations and give their chargers the best chance, a number of teams dusted off old cars for extra seat time. Like Red Bull Racing, which trucked into Silverstone with its 2019 RB15 for extended running and its 2021 RB16B for limited filming. A huge help for new recruit Sergio Perez, who joins the team after a long stint with what was Racing Point and Force India.
It takes a lot of time to be 100% comfortable, and I expect myself to be doing changes in the first 5 races of getting very comfortable with the car. But I have to say that we've done a lot of progress on that. We've changed the seat, we adjust belts. Every time we're doing something different, so that's priority to get me comfortable with it. So when we go to Bahrain, we're ready to kick some ass.
I think for Checo, after having driven for one team for so long, inevitably there's going to be quite a lot of differences, even just in procedure to the way that we operate. So any mileage that we've been able to give him is of huge value as he gets to know his new engineering team, how the mechanics works, how our meetings work, what's required of him as a Red Bull driver. So I think it's been invaluable these last couple of days for him.
It all precedes what should be the most intense 3-day test F1 has ever had, coming up this weekend in Bahrain. Thanks for watching. To stay up to speed on all things Formula One, make sure you hit the subscribe button.